We definitely scared away a crusted gamer fox.
Yeah, I think we did. Oh, well. Oh, well. I do have the stream marked as mature. I don't have my,
Sure.
Yeah, I don't have my YouTube channel marked as mature, but then again, like neither does any of the YouTubers I watch, and they all swear like a sailor and make sex jokes all the time, so it's probably fine.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Do you
can
like
actually
the giant
see
image? Yeah. There's an
Queen
actual
of Sauce.
person. And she
Amazing.
apparently like floats in the air.
Pumpkin pie.
Merg, in the future, I'd appreciate it very much if you refrain from placing my private belongings in town for all to see. I'm very displeased. Take this money and never speak of my project to anyone. Would we just blackmail Mayor Lewis?
Edie, did you put the statue in the middle of town?
Yes. How come you're the only one who got a letter? I should have gotten some of that.
Can we just go and retrieve the statue and put it out in town again?
I think it's either hiding behind his house or in Marnie's house.
Yeah, so can we get it again?
Yeah, but
I
I don't think you get money after the first time.
Mayor Lewis
Still
only
be
has so
funny.
much money. Can't blackmail him every day. Because he spent all that money on this goddamn gold statue.
No, no chicken. No.
No, chicken, no! No!
Tried to escape. Again.
Rill is the only Stardew Valley player who has trouble keeping her animals in the pen.
I don't single player. But I don't have so many bent gates in single player.
Yoink.
There's just 2 gates.
2 is more than too many. Yes, word.
2 is more than too many.
That would mean that 1 is too many.
1 is
True.
the
'Cause 1 is
loneliest
the
number.
only number below 2. Which
One
is
is
more
remember-
than
Remember
too
Willie.
many.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me see if we have
I will
any
remember your Willie.
sturgeons. Please
Catfish
remember
and
my Willie.
sturgeon.
Rill, look in the pink chest.
What's in the pink chest?
Random shit.
We don't have
Can't
that
really look in
many
the pink chest when your
sturgeons.
face is in the pink chest.
We only have 1 catfish.
There you go.
So
Why
I
did
guess
you
it's
put that in
diamonds.
there? Why? Why, Craig? Why do you
that's
do
it.
this to me?
That's your stuff.
No, it's not.
It's for you to deal with.
Alright, I'm off to
God damn
find
it.
Willie and Penny. And Pendleton.
We should probably make pickled peppers.
What's going on with this?
Probably.
Does anyone else see this?
What is this? What
What?
is this?
A rotten plant in the middle of town?
I see. Oh, that
Oh,
was probably where the statue was.
That's where the statue is.
Okay.
Why is it a rotten plant?
I don't know.
Well,
Someone
I have it.
sabotaged my fence again.
If anyone wants a rotten plant, let me know.
Well, let me see it.
I will give it to you as soon as I'm done sucking up to Willie.
As soon as he's done sucking Willie's cock.
As soon as I'm done sucking off Willie.
I
A
have
birthday
till
gift.
Penny.
That's very kind of you. Yarr. Oh no, I have a sudden cutscene with Willie outside his house.
So do I.
It's a good thing you turned up, lad. I've got a bit of a problem I could use a hand with. Yes?
It's his penis.
Like a hand job, Willie?
It's his penis.
It'd be
I
best if I
mean,
just showed
It
you.
is his birthday.
It's still his penis.
Take a deep breath now.
Oh God, he's got crabs.
He
What?
does have a lot of crabs. Oh, Willie. You really should have wrapped it before you tapped it. As you can see and smell, the old girls ran wild last night. My experiment needs a little work. Does it, though? Here comes Gus. Coo! Back at it again, huh, Willie? Aye. Oh, and there's Craig just
Hoof.
walking through my cutscene. They look fresh, all right. Hey, these are the finest, meatiest crabs you'll ever set your eyes on. They may be a little too feisty, though. Are they, though?
We cleaned up his crabs. Apparently they were all female crabs.
The game loves that, like, splat sound.
It does.
Special crab cakes at the saloon for the next few days.
I wonder if that's true.
You actually
Why
take
did I
my
go in
horse. Why do you steal my horse, Bill?
I didn't take your horse.
Oh,
I'm
here's my horse.
not
My
on a
horse- My horse, for some reason, was up in the top of the screen.
No, I stole your horse.
Oh.
I stole somebody else's horse and left it there.
I have, where is this? There it is. Penny. There you go. I've lived in Pelican Town my whole life. Can you believe that? Yes, I can believe that, Penny. It's very easy to believe that. What was I gonna do, Real? What were you asking me to do after I did something with Penny?
Willie.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Someone was asking me to do something and I forgot what I was gonna do.
After Willie, you were gonna do Penny.
Why can't I do them together?
They're not into that.
No. Sacrifices I
There's the
make.
cutscene.
Less choke.
It's me.
Get back here.
No.
No.
I'll ride you down.
No. No me gusta. Another secret note. Who keeps on leaving secret notes in our trees?
The squirrels.
Ooh,
I'll
it's
ride you down
a
as soon as you come out of
treasure
that
map
library.
for the desert. I guess I'll go tomorrow if there's nothing else going on tomorrow. I know where that is.
So Kyle, where is this prismatic shard and may I have it?
It's in the chest outside my house.
Let's see. I can sell all this stuff. This stuff. This and this. I'm gonna put the rotten plant in the pink chest.
Why not put it in the trash chest?
Because Craig wanted to see it. I'm all about pleasing Mr. Craig.
I'm gonna put it in the trash chest tomorrow.
Mistress Craig, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We don't store things in proper chests anymore.
It's just our
Everything
thing.
just goes in the pink chest now. And then Rel sorts it out.
Okay. Noted. I'll make sure to just shove things wherever.
Oh, baby.
Guys,
This is what I do anyway.
I hate all of you. Oh, there's the
Oh, I found Penny.
I got Penny for this week. I'm done with Penny for the week. That was
No baby?
That was my second gift.
Merg can only go 2 rounds.
Inside
and
of
then-
her.
Merg can only go 2 rounds and then he's done for the week.
Yeah, that's true. I need to build up my stamina. I guess I'm done doing anything today. Tomorrow I'm going to the desert. There's a whole bunch of truffles here. Why isn't anybody collecting all these truffles?
Oh, can you close the animal pens if they're inside? They should.
Yeah,
be inside.
they're closed. They look closed to me.
Okay.
Of course, it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether they're actually closed. But they look closed to me.
Good enough.
Okay, Shane is now at 8 hearts.
Time for you to get a bouquet and date him.
Ugh.
I'm gonna use these gold truffles to make oil.
Okay.
Truffle
You
oil.
could also turn the sunflowers into oil, because there's some sunflowers in the pink chest.
Oh, I didn't realize that there's things in the pink chest. Who could have known that there would be things in the pink chest?
You.
Certainly not the man who immediately looked in it like 5 seconds ago.
I didn't look in there. I just threw stuff in.
You had to open it and look at it to
I
throw stuff
wasn't
in.
even looking at it. I literally just I closed my eyes, I opened the lid, and I just chucked a bunch of stuff in there.
This is how people
Well-
get STDs.
It's true. I do think this game should have had like armor or a way
Yeah,
to change your clothes.
there's a mod for that, but again, I'm just staying away from mods. Mods tend to break stuff. Like the only mod that we have is already breaking shit.
Farmers don't change their clothes.
I changed my clothes.
Do you though?
Yes.
In
Sometimes.
the game?
A lot of the time I'm just naked.
It's too cold to be naked.
That's
I mean-
what blankets are for, Edie.
I'm naked all the time because I'm a changeling, and thus the clothes that you see me wearing are not actually clothes. They're just my form that looks like clothes. Does anyone ever call Odo out on that in Star Trek Deep Space Nine?
Being naked all the
That
time.
he's not actually wearing clothes, that he's actually completely naked all the time?
I bet Quark does.
I don't think it would be Quark. I think it would be the lady, the psychic lady who like super has it hot for Odo and is just like, I know you're naked right now.
Yeah, but she's only on like 2 episodes. She's not on that many episodes, is she?
She's on a few, and there's always like
Loxana,
this.
Deanna Troy's mother,
Yeah, Deanna Troy's mother.
who was also, by the way, the
Roxana
voice of the
so
computer.
thirsty all the time.
Because she's see, unlike Deanna, who only gets like feelings and emotions, Loxana is a full Betazoid, and thus is a full psychic, and is just completely inundated with everyone's like lusty thoughts all the time, and it just takes its toll on her and makes her a lusty broad.
Betazoid is a terrible word.
Betazoid weddings involve the wedding party being naked, by the way.
Oh.
So if anyone asks you to marry them and says that they're going to do a Betazoid wedding, now you know what they mean.
Ferengi weddings involve all the women being naked.
Yeah, but Ferengi society involves all the women being naked.
Your face.
If you're a God damn it, Kyle, it's already it's past 1 o'clock. You shouldn't even be in there right now. You should be home. You're gonna lose us more money.
He's probably got like regular ass
stuck.
tools by this point too.
Even Rill was a little late getting in. What were you doing out there, Rill?
He's probably lost
I
his
was organizing
special
the
sword.
goddamn boxes.
Did you lose your special sword?
No, I'm lucky. Luckily, I didn't. I lost 60 bombs there.
This means you
60
can't blow
what?
us up.
Bombs.
No, that
No.
money! No!
Who didn't make it to the house?
Who do you
I was at
think?
the hospital.
Oh. So it should be fine if you fall asleep in the hospital. That should be a thing. That's
Well, yeah,
dumb.
but then you have to pay for the night in the hospital. That's expensive. That's expensive shit. We have earned a total of 1,000,000 gold. Too bad we keep losing it all.
I just really liked Diana Troy's mother, especially since Diana Troy was so frustrated by her all the time. She was like my favorite
Deanna.
person.
Deanna with an E.
Deanna?
Yes.
Not Diana?
Yes. It's Deanna with an E.
Deanna.
I like her. I like that she annoys Captain Picard all the time. She's really into Captain
Well, let's
Picard
be
as well.
frank, a lot of people annoy Captain Picard.
True.
All the best
True.
characters are the ones that annoy Picard.
True.
It's true. He's just like, fuck you, Q. We're like, no, Q, come back. We love you.
Ah, Willie gave me a recipe. Captain Picard, all the episodes that center around Captain Picard are the best Star Trek episodes. That's just a fact of life. Even the stupid ones with him on, like, Risa. Those are the best episodes.
Right, we're... No.
I remember there was one where he like got
Vash.
caught on the ship
Yeah.
when people were trying to steal the ship, and he had to pretend like he was just like some nobody.
I really like that one. It was like Die Hard with Captain Picard. That one was great.
I need to watch all of Next Gen again. It's like all over the place on the internet.
Yeah, it is.
I did rewatch all of Deep Space Nine because Odo, and I love Deep Space Nine. But I did get like that was one of the whenever there was crossovers. Like I keep forgetting that Next Gen and Deep Space Nine basically take place around the same time period.
Yeah.
Because it feels like Deep Space Nine is like way after Next Gen, and it's not.
It does, like, Deep Space Nine went on for longer than Next Generation, but they were both on at the same time for a couple of years. And then Deep Space Nine and Voyager were on at the same time for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Is there fish?
It also seems like a long period of time should have taken place between Next Gen and Voyager, but they're both on Deep Space Nine.
Wait, what? What did you say just now? Like, was literally just... I wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
To me or Rill? Rill
To
said
you.
something.
To you.
Oh, no, just that I felt like Voyager and Next Gen were completely different time periods, but they both
yeah.
took place during Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, well, Voyager was very, like, on its own because they were on the other side of the galaxy and there was no interaction there, really. Although there were a few,
Well, the fighting that took
interactions.
place... Yeah, the fighting that took place that even got, like, Chakotay's group against,
Yeah. The Maquis.
the Maquis. That was all, like, Deep Space Nine did the whole Maquis thing and where they came from and their entire storyline. So you kind of want to watch Deep Space Nine and then you figure out what's going on with Chakotay.
Well, the
there
Maquis
was-
were in...
There was Maquis in TNG,
Yeah.
too.
Ensign Ro was a Maquis, and then she ended up leaving to join them. Much to Picard's chagrin. Much to
Picard's
Picard's chagrin.
I do not remember this, but I have not seen TNG in a long time.
Ensign Ro was one of those characters who was like on a bunch, but wasn't like a main character.
Just like that background girl that walks around.
Kinda. She had a couple of episodes that heavily featured her, and every once in a while you did see her kind of like at her post doing stuff, even though she wasn't like a major part of the episode.
She was one of those characters that got turned into a kid, and they had to save the Enterprise
Yes.
as kids.
Nice.
which I also liked. I people hate that episode, but I like that episode.
I like it.
Probably
Because imagine it,
one of the kids
Kid
was
Picard
Picard.
having to pretend to be a child and have a hissy fit because he wanted to see his dad.
Hmm.
Just picture Picard, adult Picard, having to do that.
Pretending to have a tantrum as child Picard.
Yep.
But who could forget the other fan favorite of Star Trek, the Naked Time?
The one that tried to leverage nostalgia for the original Star Trek and failed miserably. Because that was like a direct reference to an original series episode. That one.
I did not watch the original series.
Neither did I.
I
Originally.
have.
I've watched like 3 episodes, and all of them were some variation of historical period on Earth planet, like Nazi planet. And
Well, the reason they did that was because they had like no budget, and all they did for those was borrow sets and costumes from another show that was being taped.
yeah,
Nice.
and Chicago Gangland planet.
Like it's definitely you know, wacky, but that's just the way they had to do it. You know, Star Trek was always on the cusp of being canceled like at any moment.
I'm making fun of it fondly.
Yeah. I have the entire original series on Blu-ray with the re-release of Blu-ray. It's I actually have the first season on HD DVD, by the way, because I bought it before while that was happening.
I went and I watched because there is you know, like the Star Trek movie that came out with Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, and that's when I decided that I liked Benedict Cumberbatch and thought he was really hot.
Uh-huh.
And then found out that people were like, you know, he's on like the Sherlock show, and watched all that
Hello.
later. But
Oh, you hadn't
all these
seen
people
that?
were like, I hadn't. And so all these people were like, you know, like, fuck Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, he's the worst Khan. The original Khan was the greatest person ever and was amazing. And so I went and I, like, watched the original Khan, and I fucking hate the original Khan. Like, that's just, like...
Well, which
such
did you
sexist
watch?
shit.
Yeah, the statement that, and there's 3 different people that played Khan.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So-
Somebody told me, like, watch
There are?
this.
So,
and then I
so the
watched
people
it.
who are saying like the original Khan are just probably thinking of the movie Khan and when he showed up in the television show.
Yeah, well, that's the original Khan.
But is that the one they refer to?
I
what,
have no idea.
What did you see? Did you see the movie, or did you see the television show that he was in? Because he was in the show, and then the movie was like basically a sequel to that episode.
I've seen all incarnations of Khan, and he hasn't really impressed me.
Wait, who's the third person that played Khan? What are you talking about? I thought it was only 2.
Cumberbatch is the most recent person to play Khan, and then there
Yes.
was the movie Khan in Wrath of Khan, and then
Yes.
he showed up in an episode of the original series.
That was the same guy.
Although I do not remember.
That was the same
No.
guy. It was Ricardo Montalban. It was the same guy in the show and the movie.
Was it?
Yes.
I thought it was a completely different guy because there was this
Nope.
whole thing about him doing like makeup to make him look himself darker.
No, it was the same guy. Ricardo Montalban was in the original episode and was also in the movie.
I just know that he was a dick, and I didn't like the girl. They tried to make it so the girl's like, "Oh my god, like I'm so attracted to you," but he was just being a dick the whole time. It's just like, I don't. That's
Well,
not how women really act. That's like the male fantasy of how women act.
number one, it was the 60s back then. And I think women were definitely presented differently on TV, but that was just the norm. But the other thing is that he is a dick. I mean, he is a genocidal maniac. There was a reason that he was exiled in space, and not like allowed to come back with them, because he was basically future Hitler kind of guy. He was not a nice person.
But
And
he wasn't.
He was supposed to be.
Sexy.
He was supposed to be very charismatic as
He
a leader,
wasn't, though.
because he
Like,
had his backstory is that he had like an entire country and millions of followers and stuff like that. And he almost like destroyed the world before citizens revolted and he was forced to flee.
I
No,
felt
no, no,
like
no, 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 no.
Cumberbatch played the character more sexy than original Con played it.
Well, it also comes down to like subjective of what you find to be sexy or not.
Also, a lot of people that were trying to argue against me, men, were like, but Benedict Cumberbatch looks like an alien. And I'm like, you realize I'm watching Star Trek, so that doesn't bother me.
Did you just say Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Well, there's also the fact that
An accent.
Khan is supposed to be like, Indian. He's supposed to be from India, and
Is he?
neither. Well, Khan Noonien Singh. It's a Hindu name, but
Yeah, that's, he's supposed to be, but they
yeah.
kind of never really.
But he is always a
Went
white
with it.
guy.
Well,
always been
he's
played by a white
Spanish. He's Spanish in the original.
Oh.
Ricardo Montalban. He is a
I thought he was
Spaniard.
just supposed to be like a genetically enhanced human. I didn't know that he was supposed to be a specific race.
He's the story is that he's genetically enhanced, but I don't think it was artificially, like it's not like they made him. It's that he is a product of eugenics, basically his bloodline. Like they bred him to be like the perfect man. Like they picked specific people for specific traits and bred him
Like
to
Dune?
be, yeah, kind of like that.
One thing that's kind of weird is that after Khan Noonien Singh, anyone would ever name their kid Noonien Sung.
What
I
was
don't think
with
that would
that? What's
happen.
up with that? Why?
That's like somebody in modern America naming their kid Adolf Hitler.
Yes. I don't understand what the deal was with that. Was it just a reference and they couldn't think of anything better, or did they honestly forget that there was a major character named Khan Noonien Singh?
I mean, I didn't even know what his full name was. So
Yeah, but
I
I'm
didn't
talking
either.
specifically about the writers of a Star Trek show. Like it would be something that they should probably know.
I should probably choose a name that isn't a common human name.
They should. Well, he was a human, but they probably shouldn't choose a name that was the name of a major character from.
Who also was the genocidal maniac. Who would be
Yes.
viewed as analogous to Hitler. Hello, my name's Adolf Hitler.
Human.
You should all trust me. I am not at all trying to commit genocide. Oops, I lied.
Well, Adolf Hitler is just an innocent person who happens to have that name.
Until
in this
he,
analogy.
you know, the real reason he ends up committing suicide is because his parents gave him that name, and he just like had to live it down. You know,
Yeah.
he was just like, "Fuck, everyone keeps acting like I'm gonna be a genocidal maniac. So what's stopping me at this point?"
It never came up for Noonien Sung that we know of. He never talked about.
No. He was a bit kooky, but I don't think that Craig. I don't think anybody knows who we're talking about.
I don't.
Nope.
Noonien Sung is Data's dad.
Yep, he's the guy who made Data.
Oh. Although Data's brother is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that's not that has nothing to do with.
I feel
Noonien
like
Singh.
that. I feel like that might have to do with Data's dad being kind of crazy, though. I feel like
Maybe that's what made him crazy. He was bullied in school.
Yeah. Didn't they try to like connect their bloodlines at some point? Didn't Enterprise try to do that? They tried to make it so that Noonien Sung was somehow related to Khan.
I don't know, but that would be weird.
It would be weird, but
because their last name is the one that's different.
Yeah, it would be weird, but I don't remember exact because I'd never really watched Enterprise that much because I wasn't really that into it. But I swear to God that they did something. 12, 10.
I'm loading in the dungeon in the desert.
Oh my
sitting
God.
on a loading screen.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go to the goddamn desert. I'll go to there tomorrow.
Let's see if I can make it home in time.
It's not quite 1
Probably
o'clock
not.
yet.
Tell me when it's like 1:30 so I can just close the game if it's still doing this.
Okay. I mean, don't worry too much about it. It's fine. It's only a couple thousand.
Yeah, but I might lose stuff because I'm in dungeon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you only lost stuff if you get knocked out in the dungeon, not just
Well,
sleep.
I don't know.
Well, it's 1:20.
Wasn't there like an entire thing where Data's dad
1:30.
shows up, but it turns out that Data's dad is also an android?
No, that was his mom. 1:40. There was
Yeah, I'm closing.
Okay, there was a plot line where they find this kind of older lady, and she and Noonian, I think, used to date, and they helped to create Data, and then of course, so Data is very interested to get to know this woman if she was one of his creators, and then it turns out that the original actually died. And that spoilers, in that she is actually an android, and she doesn't actually know that she's an android, because he apparently programmed in her aging, and so she would eventually die. She's not like a regular android. Like Data can go on living forever if he wants to without aging, but apparently when the scientist guy made her, he made her age and had an expiration date essentially. I don't know, it was weird. It was actually not a bad episode. I actually liked that episode, but
Is it morning?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Also,
coming
the
back.
wheat is grown, so